Hello there, I am Baron Bones, and today I talk about Send Help. Send Help is the latest film by director Sam Raimi and stars Rachel McAdams as Linda Little, who is a typical office worker with very little social skills. She is passed over for a promotion by her new boss, played by Dylan O'Brien, and finds herself on a plane to prove herself to her new boss. But said plane breaks apart, and the only survivors are Linda and, well, her boss. The power dynamics between the two quickly change as Linda has been training for Survivor the show and is an expert survivalist and has a love of the outdoors, whereas her boss, Bradley, does not and is injured, so he finds himself needing to rely on her. Now, some of you might be asking, why am I reviewing Send Help? After all, it's not really a horror movie. It's a dark comedy, adventure, thriller with a couple horror elements. It's a mixed bag of different genres. Well, first off, I have said before that I'm going to do horror adjacent content. And though this is stressing that word a lot, there is another reason. That reason being Sam Raimi. I love Sam Raimi movies. He is the maker of my favorite horror franchise of all times in The Evil Dead, and I really enjoy a lot of his other movies, including Drag Me to Hell, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. I just am a huge fan of this man. So, I want to talk about his movies, so I'm going to talk about this one. That's my explanation for this, and it's my channel, and I can do what I want. Anyway, Send Help is everything I wanted out of a Sam Raimi movie. Now, the premise I mentioned before is pretty simple. Two characters with certain power dynamics find themselves stranded on an island, and the power dynamics shift. But you place that stereotypical story at the feet of someone like Sam Raimi, and you get a wild ride. It is insane what he's able to do with this simple concept. There are a lot of elements where there are just gross out blood. There's a lot of great humor that you just don't expect in a situation like this. And the chemistry he's able to get with these characters in their relationship, not romantic chemistry, mind you, different type of chemistry, is wonderfully well done. And a lot of that has to do with the script and Sam Raimi's direction here, and I really appreciate what he brings to the table. And there are a lot of camera work elements that Sam does here that just take very simple scenes and make you either uncomfortable or make you laugh. I really enjoy a good Sam Raimi movie, and this is exactly what this is. Now, that being said, I do want to give credit where credit is due. Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien do an amazing job as our lead characters. They are wonderful with their performances and play off each other quite well. I really enjoyed them here. I'm not a big fan of either of these actors. I've only seen Rachel McAdams in a few things, and I've really never seen Dylan O'Brien in anything. I think this is my first exposure to him as an actor. I really skipped the Maze Runner movies, they weren't really for me. So, but I was surprised with what he brought to the table. I was genuinely enjoying Rachel McAdams' performance. And the visuals are exactly what I want here. Yes, there is a really weird CGI boar scene, but to be honest with you, I feel like that was intentional given what Sam Raimi is known for. At the end of the day, Send Help is the best example of what Sam Raimi can do with a very simple concept, and I definitely recommend it to anyone who's a Sam Raimi fan. Now, is this film perfect? No, there were a couple moments towards the end where it started to drag a little bit for me, but it did pick up before it dragged on too long. I do really recommend this one. At the end of the day, I'm going to give Send Help an 8 out of 10. If you're a Sam Raimi film, this is a must. I definitely recommend you see it in theaters. And that is what I think of the movie. What did you think about it if you've seen it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, stay terrified.